it's overwhelming. And it's it's really unbelievable because we never thought 10 years later we'd be back. And I think the world needs Mamma Mia more than ever. Oh, I think it's ABBA, it's the music. There's something about the music that's so enlivening, and it's about summer and falling in love and losing love and never losing love. It was fantastic. And we did the recording in the same little chapel. There's a recording studio, I think, near Hampstead, where we recorded the original. And we went right back in and did the second version, and it felt like, I don't know, it felt like a gift. It feels appropriate.
Sophie and Sky are, Sky's off because he's working, but Sophie and Sam are living on the island full time trying to renovate the Belladonna, and they're actually about to have this huge grand reopening, and it's a big deal for them. And so there's going to be a huge reunion, and that's where we meet them. She is pregnant, but she doesn't know it yet, so it's all happening for them. It really brings people together. This movie is a musical with ABBA music. It's like impossible to not want to get up and dance and feel liberated. And the fact that you have these stories being woven together by this music that is timeless and infectious. It's a hole in one. It's lightning striking, and I hope it strikes twice because it certainly has for me. So.
I love it. Some of the others we've been exchanging messages about feeling a bit emotional, a bit of nostalgia, So it has a strong feeling of family reunion about it. I'm not sure, to be honest. I mean, he's been, as in the first film, he was very bored. Decided life on a Greek island, just letting loose a bit, and seeing his daughter was more important than signing a contract at a business meeting. Well, it seems obvious, but I don't think it is. I mean, when you're trying to generate fun, you've got to have fun, but that's not that easy to achieve in reality, because filming is not a spontaneous process. You repeat a lot, you wait a lot, and it's a proper day's work. And I think the secret has been the affection everybody's had for each other and a genuine enthusiasm. And when you have about 100 people, it's quite hard to get a crowd of enthusiastic people together who stay enthusiastic, but all these dancers and the people who sort of, are doing the real work that impresses you all, were enthusiastic because they came up to work every day to use their skills, loved being there. And it was just a delightful bunch of people. So I think it's the fact that it was working on a personal level for us, hopefully communicates.
I mean, it's just so great to be able to finally be able to share this movie with people. It took quite a long time to film, and I think we all kind of knew. You sort of get that feeling on set when you think you might be in something that's works, and it's finally going to be so great to finally watch it with an audience and sort of get that crowd reaction. I think it'd be cool. Yeah, I mean, finding out playing young Pierce is a bit daunting. I always thought I should go up to him and sort of apologise to him that I wasn't sort of, I don't know, I think he probably wanted some sort of Abercrombie and Fitch model or something. But no, we kind of, I don't know, it was daunting, but he was so sort of generous and kind to me that by the end of it, we all sort of really all felt like friends, and it was a really lovely experience, yeah. I mean, Lily, it's heartbreaking working with Lily because she's such a better singer and dancer than you will ever be. So you just know that in comparison, you're just going to look awful. So I was, I'd say, I mean, hugely excited to work with her, but also devastated at the same time that I was going to have to duet with her. But getting the whole cast together, it kind of got more and more starry as it went on. Just when you think it's a bigger star couldn't come on, Cher comes in the room, and you're just like, oh my word, how can this get better? But yeah. Oh, I don't know. I mean, the thing that they've really done in this film, which I think people will be sort of interested, surprised by, is that Benny and Bjorn from ABBA, they've really rearranged and rewritten a lot of the music. So it's the original songs, but sort of really rearranged to fit the music and not fit the music, to fit the movie. So that at points, Mamma Mia, we know that's this sort of huge hitting happy song, and then you take the music out and let Lily sing it a cappella, and it's just a really beautiful, heartbreaking ballad that then turns into a real sort of thumping, feel-good song. Yeah. I think the reason people don't like it is because very much like filming it, it's this like a wonderful escape. We just basically had this amazing escapism to this incredible island and basically went off to our happy place when we filmed this for like 2 months. And I think the same thing happens when you watch the movie. You go away to this like happy, sunny, lovely place with ABBA music and just get away from life for a while.
I mean, this is the most epically spectacular thing I've ever seen. Don't you feel like you're in Greece? I mean, the sun, it feels like it's actually just kind of feel like a Grecian summer today. We filmed in Croatia on an island called Vis, which is a magical island, and I want people to go to it, and I don't want people to go to it because it's so incredible. And actually, they've captured it really well tonight. I've been watching her and admiring her for her entire career, as long as I've basically been able to watch movies, and I find that it was already kind of within me. So the research, going back and watching her films and her TV shows, wasn't even a job. It was just the greatest joy. And so I got to try on bits and pieces of her, and some of it stuck in the film. Well, the great thing about the prequel version of this story is you see exactly how the girls became the dynamos. They graduated Oxford, they all went after their own dreams, and yet they were always there for each other. When Donna needed them the most, the girls came, traveled to Greece, and they put on their own show just to cheer each other up. The song I was most excited about was Mamma Mia. We shot that in 2 days, and it was the most fun to choreograph, and us girls had a smile on their face. We had the crew dancing and clapping, and how can you not just have the best time dancing and singing to Mamma Mia, if not any ABBA song? I mean, Cher. I am most excited to see Cher. I think that I just want to see what she's wearing. I want to see her hair. I want to hear her voice. I just want to be around Cher as much as I can at this point. I think regardless of what fans think after they watch this film, they're going to walk out with a smile. Whether they've been touched or they've had tears emotionally or they've had so much joy, something is going to shift within them because this film is just so beautiful and we had the best time making it, and I think it translates.
It's a feeling that's hard to describe, and the energy that these kind of things create sometimes. It's a testament, obviously, to the first film and to ABBA's music, that people are so connected with it. And the anticipation that they have for this movie is it's a beautiful thing, because this movie celebrates life, it celebrates women, it celebrates family, love. I play the sort of like the general manager of the club, of the hotel, and but within the story, I have a past. If you know the song Fernando, there's a past. And in the lyrics, it talks about the past that I had with Cher, which is grandmother to Sophia, and played by Amanda Seyfried, and Meryl's mother and Lily's mother. Now there's been some rumor that it's possible that I'm also the grandfather. Oh, it's great. She was great. She's warm-hearted and such a talent, and we got on so well, very easygoing right away. And listen, we have a task at hand, and you kind of just nose to the grindstone, get it done.
This is like being at a definite party. I think people are ready to celebrate and very excited to have this movie back again, and with our cast that is reunited, and then new people that have been added to the family. I think it's really, it's a celebration.
It's a sing-along and everybody knows the words.
Yes, it's so true. That's so true. I think, first of all, I think it's a multi-generational story. And then I think everybody has that sense of traveling when they're young and meeting people that change their lives. And that it takes place in the most beautiful country in the world. Yes, Greece. Sorry.
Well put. The hits that they loved the first time and the hits they didn't get the last time. How about that?
Yeah.
They were my favorite ABBA songs, and you needed to go in. I always knew Fernando would be in there. I couldn't find a way how, so I invented Andy Garcia's character just so that he could have the song sung to him. It's an enormous piece of reverse engineering. But yeah, I mean, the classics are going to be there. You can't do it without Dancing Queen. You can't have Mamma Mia without Mamma Mia.
and other ones were just the ones that I loved. ABBA let me choose whichever I wanted, so they were great. It was a very tricky film to make, and if I just got the gig as a writer, if I'd known I was going to be directing it, I would never have written a dance sequence on 14 boats. I thought it would be someone else's problem, but when you get there, that's the fun, that's the thrill. So no, we had a time. Hilarious. Directing Cher is nothing but a pleasure. You think it's going to be terrifying because she's Cher, and then she's the nicest, warmest, sweetest person. So we just had a laugh. We had a hoot. It was great.